3, 2, 1. Third Wheel Podcast, guys. We got a new background, a new setup. I hope it looks good. I hope the camera's focused. And I also am losing weight again. I know I say that every so often here on the Third Wheel Podcast. But I'm Caleb, by the way, and my buddy here, Shaps, is joining me once again, taking time out of his busy day. Despite not going to work today, he still was not available till 7 p.m., but I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Yeah, because that's all I do.
Nice
work
hat.
And podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, work and podcast, nothing else. Yeah, nice hat, by the way. Where'd you get it?
you.
It says nothing more, and there's a knife going through it.
Yeah, I went to the Nothing More concert.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, somewhere actually really cool.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That was the day of the storm, actually. Friday.
Oh, that storm. I keep thinking of the ice, even though it iced like forever
Yeah, the
ago.
ice storm. Yeah.
Really? You went during that?
So it was the day right before everything iced over.
Dang.
Yeah.
You made it on time, no problem?
No problems.
That's good.
And then, like, it was still kind of a packed house, but, like, it was downtown Dallas. So it was just, like, it was kind of crazy. And everyone's texting me, like, don't go. But I was like, I got it. I've been waiting too long to see this band. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So.
Well, before we actually get started with our discussion for today, we have a really great discussion, I think, personally. However, I would like to highlight our new sponsor for this video, Grim and Garden. My wife has started selling coffee. This is only one of the bags. I picked the prettiest one. Also, we just sold out a house blend, but we have 4 different flavors. There's decaf, there's espresso blend, house blend, and we also have a light roast. If you guys are interested in buying coffee, I believe it says 10%. Yes, 10% of proceeds goes to help people in need in India. Her parents are in a ministry where they go to India and they help leper colonies. So if you're interested, it tastes really good. I've had it at work. We've sold plenty of bags. We keep running out of house blends. And just go online. I'll go ahead and make the link easily available. Check it out. It's $20 per bag plus shipping and handling coming later. But yeah, logo's great. What do you think, dude?
Imagine piggybacking off of your husband's very successful podcast.
Hey, that's not even the best part. Underneath every bag you buy of Grim and Garden comes with a very own QR code to the Third Wheel Podcast.
We're a feature.
Every bag we sell, I bet somebody clicks on it and goes, ew, and then gets out of it.
Yeah, it's almost like putting a scripture on the bottom of like your coffee cup.
Except the gospel of the Third Wheel Podcast is now available, ready and available on every bag of Grim and Garden Coffee Co. You know, side effects may vary. Anyway, I'm really excited. She drew the logo. She did the back. I don't know if you can see the back that well from here, but I'll post it on the shorts.
No, they need to buy the bag to see it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to blur this. You can't see it unless you buy the back.
Nudity.
Give this a sniff, dude.
It
Give
is
it a smell.
naked.
Can you smell it? That smells good, doesn't it?
Smells dang good.
Yeah, sure. You need to buy like 5 bags, dude. For those who bloom, brew, and find light in the dark. Grim and Garden Coffee Co. Anyway.
It took me like 8 weeks to realize that was your wife's company when they followed me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know why they followed you? Because she follows our show. She's also in charge of our marketing. So she works in marketing. Not her favorite place to work or like field, I guess, but she's tried a few different places. And, you know, I don't know. Women have this thing where they don't know what they want to do forever.
All right, getting right into it.
Yeah. I mean, I got to tell you something at the break, too.
Yeah.
Remind me.
Okay.
It's actually very relevant.
Nice.
Anyway, Sheps, have you played any good games? I know what game you haven't played.
Are you sure? There's the hype, man.
Please tell me you played it.
You know what? It's funny. I was trying to get a whole bunch of guys to play it.
Yeah. You didn't ask me. Why am I never invited to these circle jerks you keep setting up?
Circles. Well, when you put it that way.
You never invite me.
Yeah, because, okay, have you ever told you about my universe process?
No.
Okay.
Do you not merge universes? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I do that once a year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, every friend falls into their own universe.
Uh-huh.
Either it's like one or a few people, but it's usually just like, yeah. The universes do not merge until one time a year. Only once a year do the universes merge. Like, that just, if it happened any other time, it just get too complicated. The system would break.
Yeah.
It would fold in on itself. So gotta keep them separate, dude.
Well,
Plus, like,
luckily for you this week, that we're going to talk about Highguard. Biggest, one of the
highest grossing.
Yeah, like $1
Highest
billion
anticipated,
day one, marketed and hyped out the wazoo. Okay, true story actually. But anyway, so you couldn't get a group of people to play it.
No, and then like, but it did launch, and then it showed quite a bit of promise. We'll get into that though. But no, I couldn't get a group of people to go. Everyone's playing Arc Raiders now. I think I haven't gotten into that.
I haven't either. Is it that's a live service, right?
Yeah,
Arc
well, it's
Raiders?
like it's like competitor to Helldivers, I guess. Which I'm more of a Helldivers person, so
Yeah,
yeah,
Helldivers
I
is
just
so
need it.
cool. They're making a movie now.
I know I saw that.
Did you see also God of
Jason
War?
Momoa is playing in there. What?
You saw God of War's like TV series. They cast the guy that plays Thor in the game to play Kratos in the
I saw
TV
that,
show. That's
and they're
gonna be
also
so awesome.
announced all 3 remakes of the original God of War games.
They did, and I'm excited about that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. The first thing was you talked about this a few episodes ago, and it's been a while since we shot episodes. But
Yeah, for the Game Awards, how
yeah. Yeah, and then he saved the best for last, Jeff Cayley.
yeah.
I have a love-hate with Jeff Cayley.
I love him so much.
I
I know
love
he makes
him.
mistakes, just like
Yeah.
Todd Howard. He's a flawed man, but I still love him.
I don't like Todd Howard that much, but but I like Jeff Cayley because I know I said this, but we've actually grown since then. We got new people watching. There was an app that Jeff Cayley launched about Mass Effect and the making of and the marketing of it, and I had it back when I first got an iPad 3, or the new iPad, and I was like, ooh, Mass Effect, and I was reading through the whole thing. It was Jeff Cayley, and he did an interview on Fox News where he was defending the first one because they were talking about, oh, there's sex in it, like, ew. And then he went on there. He's like, yeah, the game's not like that at all. So anyway, that was my first introduction to Jeff Cayley. And then 2014, when he did the VGX Game Awards, it might have been 2013, VGX. And that was kind of, at least according to people I watched on YouTube, kind of a disaster. That's when he invited to co-host with him. What is that, dude? I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy was ripping on Jeff the whole time, messing with them. Like,
Was he ever on G4?
Jeff Cayley?
Yeah.
He probably might have
Yeah.
been. He's been around for a long time, by the
Yeah.
way. So now he does the Video Game Awards, VGA, and this past Video Game Awards,
Yeah.
what game was right before that?
Well, to give history with the Game Awards, there used to be a thing called E3, where like that's where all the big announcements usually landed. Like the big, like what game's coming out, in like 10 plus years or next week or not right now.
Yeah.
That's where you did it. Then that shut down. And then after COVID, and then they kind of, or wasn't just because of COVID, but then like all these AAA companies started doing like their own showcase shows. But Jeff Keighley kept up the Game Awards. It's still successful to this day. Like everyone looks forward to it once a year. Towards the end of the year, everyone gets their awards. And then throughout the show, that's where they showcase, the big ones coming out. But every year, there's always one game he saves for last, and it either makes or breaks. This is probably the most controversial ever, I think. I don't think I've ever heard like this much of an uproar over it.
Yeah.
But the entire show, I don't even remember what the game before it was, but I do remember that they were. Remember how I told you they were building up like this statue thing that was visiting like multiple cities around America.
Sent me pictures of these really cool things that I had no clue to he was sending me.
Yeah.
But he was like, look at this non-complete statue.
Yeah. And then it turned out to be Larian's new project, Divinity, which is a continuation of their Divinity Original Sin series, and they're the guys who made Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
So that was really hype, but that was like towards the beginning or the middle of the show.
Yeah.
So, and Jeff Keighley kept on building up, hey, there's going to be something at the end of this. No one would be able to predict it.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God.
And boy, howdy, could they not predict.
And by the
what was
way,
coming.
there were plenty of rumors, and still are to this day, that like, and I know this is like age old, whatever, but Half-Life 3 right around the corner. Or
whatever.
Fallout 3 remastered.
Yeah,
or,
sure.
like
New Vegas.
exactly something huge,
Something-
right? Elder Scrolls, finally.
Yeah.
Something. Was right around the corner, so it's like this is the perfect time to announce it. They even announced KOTOR 3 before. They didn't save it for KOTOR 3.
Yeah.
They didn't save it for Divinity. What did they save it for? Well, the people who made Titanfall and Apex.
Yes, Apex Legends.
They've been working on a secret project for a very long time. And they're ready to announce it tonight. And again, it's been behind closed doors. They've done such a good job hiding it. Not because no one was looking for it. It's because they've been doing such a holding it close to the chest,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, if it ever came out they were working on Highguard, the world would stop. Forget GTA 6. We were getting Highguard before GTA 6.
People would have lost their jobs,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, my God.
Trump would have gotten on there and
Yeah.
been like,
This is the best game of all time.
I played it. I
Yeah.
played with my friends, Elon.
I played the beta.
I am the beta.
Yeah.
No, so he announces Highguard. Everyone's like, what the heck is... Everyone's like, when he starts talking, everyone's immediately like, Titanfall 3. They've been waiting for Titanfall. Everyone's been waiting for Titanfall 3.
Because he probably, I didn't watch, but he probably led with this, the guys who brought you Titanfall and Apex Legends.
He did, absolutely. Everyone's
did.
like, oh my God, it's Titanfall 3 or something completely new. No, he says is Highguard. And he didn't really explain what it was, but he didn't need to explain it. People pretty much knew what it was once they showed it. It looked like just another hero shooter. It's a multiplayer competitive hero shooter. What it looked like. It's very important I say that. That's what it looked like. And I watched the live stream while it was happening. Dude, the negativity wave just careening.
WTF
down.
is this?
Literally, like someone said Concord 2 that day.
Oh my gosh.
Literally minutes after it was announced. And just like, why is it not Titanfall? Why is it not this? You know, oh my gosh, will they never learn? Just no one saying anything positive about it. And here's the thing, I didn't even think the game looked that bad.
Sure.
It's just, this is what you're landing on. And then like everyone's like, is this a joke? There's gotta be something else after this. Nope. As soon as it's done, thank you for watching the Game Awards. See you next year. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Sorry.
And so we suspected that, they had to have paid top dollar for the #1 spot. Marketing, like, wow, this is great. You know, Jeff Cayley, video game legend, you know, they bought the #1 spot on the announcements board, right? But did you hear that this was Jeff Cayley's idea? Did you see that?
Where did you get that from? I didn't see that.
A bunch of sources. Definitely, Young, he's very reliable. Let's see, Penguin Zero, yeah, a bunch of people, quite a few people. Jeff Cayley gave him the #1 spot for free. He played the game, he loved it so much, and they wanted to shadow drop it. They didn't want to, or shadow launch it. Sorry, they wanted to shadow launch it. He was like, no, we have to give this the #1 spot. And he did it for free, is the thing. They didn't pay $1 for it. Yeah. And
well, how can you say no? It costs millions of dollars to get those spots. So
and he was like, no, I love this so much. We're doing it.
That really is just him playing sandbox.
Yeah. And I just want to know what goes on in that pretty head of his sometimes.
You know
he's a beautiful man.
They are going to get the hate, not him.
Yeah.
Even though people were like, Jeff Keighley, what the heck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Highguard's the one that's going to get the most hate.
Because did you see their Twitter page? Like dead silence.
Oh, yeah.
They announced it.
They never said anything about it. No one actually knew what it was. Again, everyone just kind of ran with the whole hero shooter thing. It's actually not what it is. But everyone thought that's what it was. And it was obviously his live service game.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
which I'm sick of, by the way.
You and everyone else, right? That's why it was like, that's why we got the reaction, right? It's because like, great, another beloved company falling, under the exact same coattails, or like same tripwire, just like, maybe if we make a live service game, we'll finally be profitable. It's like, nope. People don't want that. People are not going to buy it. People are not going, and it was free to play, but people are still not going to buy it.
No.
Figure that one out.
No, and granted, I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough because maybe if they, we're speculating. Who knows? If they shadow launched it, maybe it wouldn't have gotten as much hate. People would have logged into it maybe for the first time. Oh, the Titanfall guys did this, and then given it a real solid shake. He announces it, everyone's pissed. And it comes out like a month or two after he announces it, and he gives it this big highlight. So 100,000 people log in to play for the first time, review bomb the heck out of it on Steam, and then leave. So
it had 100,000, I believe, on its first week, which is way more than Concord ever had. So it kind of looked like, oh, this might be promising, and then just it dropped.
It's like when our shorts hit really hard, and then people are like, "Yeah, I don't like the rest of this," and then they're out of here.
But again, I didn't hate the way that the game looked. It was kind of interesting. Yeah. But also, I've also seen this before at the same time.
Absolutely.
And you have. There's so many other things to look forward to, like so many live service games already. And again, if had Arc Raiders not just come out, which was and that's the problem with like these successful ones. Like
Yeah.
everyone loves Arc Raiders. That's great. But when a successful live service game launches, every other company is like, good. So it still works.
Mm-hmm.
So we can still possibly hit it. Now, I don't believe this was like, just because of people who made it, I don't believe this was like, no, we have to make as much money as possible. I think they would charge for it if that were the case. This probably was maybe a passion project, but at the same time, to read the room, like this type of game, just like it has a 1 to 100, chance of dying. Like it's it just before it even launches. Like no one's gonna give it a chance.
I think Jeff Keighley killed it. I honestly like if it shadow launched like they thought initially, people who would have given it a try might have stuck around and given it a chance because they're adding content. Like now, like they're adding content. They had to lay off like 100 people. As far as I know, actually, they laid off some of the higher ups as opposed to the people that actually are making the game. The lower paid employees are stuck around. I don't know if you saw anything about that, but I was like, So I was like, okay, like they want it to live. And so now it's at, instead of overwhelmingly negative, it is at mixed right now. So I don't know if it's free to play. Did you actually get to play it then? Okay. All right. I mean, you try to get people to play it. I didn't get an invite, but I would have hopped on with you. I had you. But anyway, I don't know. Do you think you want to give it a try and just kind of nothing? Okay.
No. It's already not my game. It's already not a game I want to try. I was only wanting to try it because of the hype around it. But the fact that it's like okay, I think people will mostly say that it's okay. It's probably worse actually because it's like we can't even like make fun of it that much.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Right.
It's really sad that people are losing their jobs over it. But I will say the regardless of what happens, the Game Awards also just always never fails having like the best and the worst memes. Like just like it's the talk of the town for so long. Like, it's never like a normal show. It's never like a normal night. There's always something that happens.
Yeah, something goes wrong
every single time. Every single time.
Yeah. Well,
did you see? Speaking of the Game Awards, did you see that? So Larian, people who made Baldur's Gate, with their brand new game that again everyone loves Larian. They're like they can do no wrong, except they said the word you're not supposed to say.
Live service?
No. They said that we implemented some AI into our concept art. Just our concept art. And people like turned on them like rabid dogs.
Yeah.
And then people found out, I think, so Claire Obscura, that's the one that won all the awards, Expedition 33. I think what came out is that game also had some
AI.
Conceptual AI art. And then people turned on that as well. Not that they don't hate it by any means. It's still like game of the year. Everyone loves it. But still, it's like, it was bad. Like, it's almost, it's like a slur at this point. Like if a company says they have AI. How do you feel about that right now?
I'm to be honest with you, I'm inclined to agree. Now, I guess for concept art, I guess it's not the biggest sin in the world, but it's such a slippery slope because companies are already on the record for saying, oh, games now can be completely done with AI. So now, I mean, it's those higher ups that have ruined it and have gone on to say, like, yeah, pretty soon we won't need workers anymore. Programmers will be replaced by AI. And AI just right now just has no soul, has no heart, has no creative direction. Like it needs people with eyeballs and brains to go through. So I understand the taboo. Now Claire Obscure 33, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Wasn't it
33,
Expedition 33? Thank you. Weren't they disqualified then from the Video Game Awards?
Not the Game Awards,
but
they were
different one.
Disqualified from the Indie Game Awards.
Okay. Yeah.
So they had to give up their award for that.
I don't blame them. And honestly, I understand the hate. One of my favorite films that came out last year was VHS Halloween. And one of the opening scenes where they're trapped in a weird house with this woman that wants to chase them around and turn everybody into babies. For no reason, the person holding the camera pans over to some pictures by the fireplace, and it was really weird AI images, and it made no sense. Like, just Photoshop it, like it was so obvious. Me and my wife laughed when we saw it. It just takes you out of things, and knowing that instead of sitting down and creating something, you used AI. And look, I've used AI before. People are using it for school. We used it for our thumbnails, and I did that for a while, like 3 or 4 months of just AI thumbnails. And eventually, I kept, I don't know. I've soured toward using AI for anything creative. I think that unless you're me and lazy, but that's what it is. It's laziness. It's like I'm lazy, so I used AI for the thumbnails. And so then my wife's like, well, let me do it instead, and our views go up. The pictures look more relevant to our channel. When you get somebody who knows what they're doing, who knows what looks good, and cares, then like it just adds so much. So yeah, doing AI it's been soured to me. I've only used it when I'm lazy, and I think that's what it is. It's lazy, and it's a way to not pay people instead of just sitting down and coming up with something creative. What do you think?
I think
Good question.
it's crazy that I actually thought AI was going to take over completely under everyone's nose.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, the meme has been Terminator for so long, Skynet, right? Oh, we got to look out for AI. And then, like, I thought that what was going to happen is as soon as it, like, started being implemented in every part of our lives, we would just let it.
Yeah.
And it would have been, like, like in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much a pushback right now. It's a weird, like, immovable force with unstoppable objects kind of scenario,
Mm-hmm.
because you have so many people who are like, I will never submit to anything AI, like, it's like anything that's AI, right? And there's loads of people who will do that. Like, I would say probably the majority of people are like anti-AI at this point. Surprisingly, boomers are okay with it. A lot of boomers are okay with it, but like, and then like very young people, and then like obviously like CEOs and stuff. But like, obviously, there's no stopping it. That's the weird part. It's like companies, it's going to be cheaper to use it, like, and it's just going to keep getting cheaper as things get more expensive. The only cheaper alternative now is to go with AI, and that's why, like, I worked this this event a couple months ago. It was basically an entrepreneur award event, like entrepreneur of the year for a particular city. So it was like 20 companies. You've actually heard of some of these. And then the CEOs would just kind of go up and get their award, whatever. But like, here were like the 20 nominations. More than half of them was AI integration. That was their entire business model. And none of them won an award. None of them got nominated for anything else.
Sure.
They were just nominated just for like to be there, but like none of them actually won an award. All the other companies that were just like
People.
real, like that's the one that actually won. And I noticed that I'm just like, how profitable can it be? But like, then I think about like data, and like how ultimately the boogeyman for like companies is data acquisition. Like that's how people are actually making their money. It's just like acquiring your data. And if anything, AI is just making that easier for them. Like,
Absolutely.
I think that's where the true money is, and that's where like no one's even going to know about it. With the creative stuff, that's going to cause like a big stir, a big uproar. But like data acquisition, dude, like AI just made that like 20 times more efficient. So they're not going to stop it, but like people aren't also going to just like bend over and take it either. So I'm like, where is that going to lead?
Yeah.
Eventually, is everyone just going to succumb to it, or is there going to be like a revolution within a revolution?
Yeah.
So we're in the AI revolution. I'm going to just call it. I mean, a lot of people have. We're in the next digital revolution.
I don't know though, because they're talking about the AI bubble bursting because everyone's using it for slop.
Yeah, but like, again,
I don't know, dude. Now, data acquisition, you're right. I think that's actually probably going strong, and it's going strong without anybody noticing it, talking about it, all that kind of stuff.
It's almost like reverse inflation, though, right? Because like once inflation stabilizes, companies don't trickle down with it, right? They keep it relatively where the prices were inflated.
Yeah.
So it's like if they could save, $80,000. Actually, let's say a really good programmer, like a video game company, a really good programmer. Let's say 120. For a big one, they could save $120,000.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it. They might not be so loud about it. They that's what they've learned. They have to be quiet about it now.
Yeah, sure.
But like, what's stopping them from doing that? Like, that's a lot of money to save, and you just keep popping one, pop one, pop one. We're seeing all these layoffs. Like, we're not seeing big gaming companies hire a bunch of people. We're seeing them lay off
Yeah, absolutely.
by the hundreds because they're so easy to replace now.
Yeah.
Like, how else would you explain it?
I don't know. I haven't been paying as much attention to all the layoffs part because
Every company, every single company. Ubisoft is a big example.
I
too.
have to look.
They've laid off probably like more than half their
They're
staff.
losing money. They're hemorrhaging money. It's not because of AI. It's because nobody's buying their crappy games.
But why? But if they can get away with just implementing with AI and getting the same product as they did before, like make the next Assassin's Creed with like majority AI.
But I would agree with you if they were already doing that, and they haven't. They haven't done that successfully. They might be trying, but they're failing and they're losing money.
It takes a while to make one, but
right, exactly.
I think they particularly are in need of a major course correction, and they have to decide. Like again, they can't take big risks anymore. They have to do whatever is like.
Yeah,
that's why Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is around the corner.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That's why they cannot take a risk anymore. In fact, we've only been seeing it. We're probably only gonna see Far Cry and Assassin's Creed forever. They're never gonna make anything else.
I mean, was freaking Outlaws, was that a risk? I don't. How much of a risk?
Oh,
Star Wars Outlaws. How big of a risk was that?
That was Disney that bought that, so probably not a big risk on their part because like they still made their money.
Yeah,
Disney bought it. But yeah, it didn't bode well. That's for sure. Like, now a risk would be like that Prince of Persia game that they canceled. Yeah, that's why they canceled it. It's like too risky.
That's a lot of people's greatest game of all time. And yeah, canceled. I don't know. I probably would have bought it, but yeah. Let's see. Watch Dogs also flopped, so that's not even being profitable.
I'm pretty sure they're done with that franchise too.
Yeah, the third one is ambitious, but it just couldn't get it quite right. But it was a very ambitious project. Like, oh, you could recruit anyone in the city. 50 grandmas only, or
we've heard that before.
Yeah. Oh,
you can do anything.
No,
you can literally do anything.
That's different.
Starfield. You can go to any planet.
I don't want to hear that.
You can go to anything.
I hate Todd Howard. I was going to say it. He's an idiot. I'm sorry. I said it on the show. Yeah.
But I like him.
I don't. Okay.
He's definitely. I don't know if you saw that. It wasn't a leaked thing. It was an interview with the guy who was going to write originally. He was going to basically be the creative director at least number 2 for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get the job.
Right.
Even though it was promised to him that he was going to get the job. That's from his story. But Todd Howard basically was like, hey, you're going to get this job. Like he did a lot of work on Skyrim. They're like, you're finally going to get, like, this is going to be your baby, Elder Scrolls 6. And he wrote like the whole story. He told us he was like, this is how it starts. This is how it ends, how it builds into Elder Scrolls 7.
Yep.
And he didn't get it. He basically said, like, he went down, like, he's like, hey, Todd Howard, he's got a lot of flaws. He's really, really good at leading a team on a project.
Yeah.
As far as like the whole kin caboodle, like he's just like the decision making, like struggles with it.
Yeah.
Like he's really good at just focusing on a project and leading that to success. Not so much with like this big CEO stuff. Like probably, I think that's what he's trying to say is like he's not a great CEO.
Yeah. I mean, God,
I know
he led that team to Fallout 76 like no one's business. Fallout 4's dialogue system sucked.
Did you hear why he actually said why they announced Elder Scrolls 6 as early as they did?
Why?
Because that was also the same day that they announced Fallout 76. And they didn't want Fallout 76 to get so much hate. So they wanted to basically excite fans and say, oh, this is the game to hold you over. They had no script, no nothing. They had nothing done on Elder Scrolls 6, but they announced it anyway.
Yeah.
So that Fallout 76 and Starfield eventually wouldn't get all the hate.
That is hilarious because I'm going to put money down. Elder Scrolls 6 still has just as much work done on it as it did when they announced it, which is nothing.
I think it's like, according to like what was said, again, he doesn't work there anymore, but he's like, if I had to guess, like production only started like 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Which
like, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Sad.
Well, we need to reset the cameras. Pause. Three, two, one. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that new intro between the new break, like, we'll be right back thing, because I worked on something. I haven't showed you yet, but I thought you might enjoy it. I need to fix the audio on it because it's just my phone audio.
Is it the old Austin Powers transition?
No, I want it to be like, do you remember watching the old Cartoon Network when they had the "We'll be right back," and it's literally just like Ed just running in the background, like ha ha ha, ha, and that's it. And it's just like "We'll be right back," or it's Johnny and he's looking at Plank, and Plank's just sitting there, and it's "We'll be right back." I wanted to do something like that where it's just like something random in the background. I want to work on one. I can't. Here's the thing: these don't exist anymore. But the old school, not rocking horses, but like on the playground where you just like
A seesaw?
no, it's almost like a rocking horse except it's metal and it's just a spring
Oh,
and you're
I
sitting
see.
on the animal. I want me sitting on it, holding a giant lollipop, looking so uninterested. Just
They gotta there's got to be like some guy's backyard
I
somewhere.
can't
who
find
just
him.
has one.
Yeah, if he has one,
Facebook
dude,
Marketplace.
they sell giant lollipops, and I will just sit on it looking super uninterested. I found like a cowboy place that lets you do the, stick a coin in, and then you, and then, I don't know.
You should do one where you're just turning the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, speaking of that wheel, it's at my office, and I accidentally I touched it, and it has a bunch of stuff hanging on it. I touched it, and it started flipping, and everything I had on it fell off. It did a whole 360, knocking off everything I had on it.
I mean, yeah, wheels do that.
I know, but it was fine. It even survived the move, and then for some reason, like my shoe tapped it, and then I was like, oh, that sucks.
Dang.
Anyway, Todd Howard. Everything just works was his promise when Fallout 76 came out, and I've never forgiven him. Not to mention one, Fallout 76. Two, I don't know. We've touched on this. They haven't really had a hit in a very long time. Fallout 4 sold really well, but it was a inferior product.
Still no one's favorite.
To New Vegas. Yeah, exactly. It's nobody's favorite. When people say they want to remaster to 3 or New Vegas, we get a 4 port to switch to or something. And I don't know. They just haven't had a game. I see why people don't like Skyrim as much. They say it's dumbed down. I still like it a lot, but it's probably because I grew up with it. And honestly, there's a lot of really good stuff in it. Still, I would argue, but none of the games that have come out since then. Haven't played Starfield, but I thought I've toyed with the idea of playing it. But then I played Outer Worlds. I was like, oh, this is what I wanted, But like that, there's
No, you want 8,000 dead planets.
yeah,
you can visit
exactly.
that take 2 hours to load.
And I'm just convinced. I don't think Bethesda has the sauce. If they ever had it, I don't know if it was Todd Howard when Fallout 3 came out. Or if it was somebody else at Bethesda, but I don't think Bethesda has the sauce anymore. I'm worried Elder Scrolls 6 isn't going to be good. I'm calling it.
What the story was going to end on?
No.
Well, I don't think they're going to
do it anymore because they didn't hire the guy.
Yeah.
But
So he was going to write that. I was like, this is kind of a cool idea. Maybe he said he wanted to make the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Of Elder Scroll games.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make it. He's like, I'm tired of the hero always winning at the end.
Sure.
So he's going to have the Thalmor win at the end. And that leads into basically they're going to win the war. And then that leads into Elder Scrolls 7, where you start like a rebellion against the Thalmor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I thought that's what we were doing in 5.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So who do you think's the bad guy in 5? It's the Thalmor or the Falmer?
Thalmor.
Yeah.
The Thalmor are the Dark Elves.
The Dark Elves.
Well, actually, sorry, the High Elves.
Right. Yeah.
But they're like the secret police, basically.
They wear the hoods.
That's what the secret villain, kind of semi-secret villain of Skyrim, are the Thalmor.
Yeah.
Because it's.
I hate them. I kills them everywhere I see them.
Well, that's the thing. It's like that's what the weird thing about Skyrim is that there's the weird undertones that the Civil War is pointless because it's really just 2 really broken nations fighting because the Thalmor are pitting them against each other.
Yep.
But so that they're weak enough for the Thalmor to just take over everything.
And Ulfric, I don't know if you saw, but Ulfric is bought out by the Thalmor. He got captured by them, and they released him on the condition that basically he carries through with the war.
Really?
So he's in their pocket too.
Where is that?
It's in the main quest when you break into their.
I knew I hated him.
Yeah. No. Oh, I hate Ulfric Stormcloak. He makes me sick. He makes you turn on Whiterun, which is my favorite Baldur. I love Baldur. He's awesome, and he makes you turn on him and send him into exile. Stupid. You never see him again. I did it once in a playthrough. I was like, never again. Everyone's wearing their stupid blue uniforms. I hate it.
Also, General Tilius, he's way more interesting.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's a man of conviction. Like, he knows this war is like not that what's best for everyone. He's like, I just got to do it.
Yep. But no, when you break into the dinner party and you sneak in the back, you tell the lady, oh, you like skooma? I'm telling you if you don't let me in. When you get to the dungeon, you'll find a journal that's just titled Ulfric Stormcloak, and they were torturing him and then they released him essentially to go start the Civil War. So I won't say in their, well, I guess you could say in their pocket because
that just rides home the fact that the war is of their creation.
Exactly. No, exactly.
But then, like, that's what Skyrim kind of felt a little empty in that way because, okay, you beat
we never
Alduin,
resolved the Thalmor.
You beat Alduin, and then it's like, okay, you saved the end of the world, yay! But like, Thalmor still win.
Yep.
They're still in power. It's like, where do we go from here? They never really hinted at that.
And like every Skyrim guide, when you read the summary of the story, it ends with, no matter what side it happens, it ends with what do we do about the Thalmor? You're like, oh, they're still looking on, like, oh, and then I was like thinking like, oh, that could be a DLC. Or like you said, like that's Elder Scrolls 6. Like, okay, now we figure out what they're actually trying to do, which is essentially, I'm sure it's like you said, take over. And right now, men were like overpowering to them. They're at risk of losing power, so they start the Civil War. Good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. But with good old Todd Howard in charge here, we're not, whatever they come up with won't be as good.
What year do you think it's going to be?
2035, 2034.
Funny enough, GTA 6 didn't start development until recently either. People people think and assume because that it's been being developed for a
10
decade.
years.
Yeah.
No.
Plus decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
It only took, I think they only started development. Again, it only feels long now because of the freaking delays.
Yeah.
I think it only started development maybe 2023.
Yeah.
Something about
no,
that.
well, they've been writing they've been writing GTA Online for 10 years.
Yep.
Absolutely. Or 7, like you said.
They were able to write and create Red Dead Redemption 2 in this gap, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they can do that. They have the power
Which
to.
is already, you didn't play that, did you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I never beat it.
Oh, okay.
I tried 3 times.
Do you just get bored, or do you
I get to the New Orleans city. For whatever reason, that's my shut-off point.
Oh, like Saint Denis, where everything's progressive. There's trains.
No, it's not because I'm like, yeah, exactly. It's not because
thing.
I get like bored or anything. I'm like, man, this is getting really, really cool and interesting, and I just get tired.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I always get tired there.
Yeah, I got 2 save files. I got one for when I start a new game, and then the third one for when, or the second one, when I get to a certain point in the story, I load it up and I have all the stuff unlocked. I got the hats and the outfits.
On my first playthrough, I had way too low honor. So on my second playthrough, I just was like, no, I'm going to have really high honor by the time I get back to this point.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, for sure. I actually recently started rewatching the Red Dead Redemption stuff online because I like the part where you didn't get this far, but I'm sure you watched it online, right? Did you watch the ending and stuff?
I've done a pretty good job of kind of keeping myself spoiler free.
Oh, then I won't tell you what happens.
I know the epilogue.
Okay, yeah, for
I
sure.
know that part.
Yeah.
And I know the ending of Red Dead Redemption 1.
Sure.
But I don't quite know how the second one ends.
Okay, well then I won't tell you the part I like. So, but I've been rewatching key scenes that I really enjoy.
I know he's sick, and I think he dies that way. And I heard a theory that's because of towards the beginning of the game, like the guy that you
get money from.
Yeah,
he coughs on you.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. That or he took it when they went to. You didn't get this far, but there's another Mexico. It's not Mexico. It's but it's the same idea where we're in a foreign land. We got to get back to America. That's the same idea. I thought that's where he got it, but no, I'm pretty sure he got it from the guy at the beginning. So it's an unskippable cutscene. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, what was I saying about that? Elder Scrolls. Oh, GTA. Since you brought that up, I read, and let me find it. Let me find the story because I want the guy's actual name, and I can just say allegedly. Let's see here. Man cries over missing release of Grand Theft Auto while being arrested for murder of ex-girlfriend. You did. Robert Richins, alleged. We need to do a series on everybody that rest in peace or got arrested or something, and like R.I.P. You
Where
didn't
their lives were
you didn't make
ruined
it
one way or another.
You didn't make it to GTA 6.
Yep.
I could be on this list at some point.
Oh, dude, everyone could be on this
Yeah,
list.
God forbid.
Hey,
yeah.
speaking of, this is the important list.
Yeah.
Okay? Drop whatever other stupid thing y'all
Epstein, he's been gone a long time.
He didn't make it.
Yeah, he didn't get to play GTA 6 unless
apparently the CEO of Rockstar, they were friends.
yeah.
He probably knew when it was
Dan
coming
Houser. No, okay, we're gonna be careful now. Robert Richens, 35, was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Rachel Vaughn, 40, who was 40 years old. Oh, she was a cradle robber. 5-year difference. Ooh, can't do it, man. Can't do it.
That's why you still liked video games, you see.
Let's see.
Child.
In body cam footage shared by UK outlet The Independent, Richens was captured weeping as he was arrested in May 2025, saying, "I'm going to miss GTA," referring to the November 2026 release of Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay, this was last year. I wonder what took so long.
That is some real craziness right there.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who would weep if they could never play GTA 6. Maybe you.
I would weep.
if you bought the special edition with the statue and everything, and then Maddie said, "Caleb, we had to be responsible adults. You can't play this." Also, someone killed someone over it. So
well,
we're not doing this.
Yeah, we're trying for kids, right? But I'm picturing let's say she got pregnant last week or something, and then it's like, okay, we got 9 months before GTA 6 comes out. I think as long as it doesn't get delayed again, she will give birth when it comes out. So
that's what it's gonna be: delivery room or GTA 6.
Oh, babe, I love you, but it's not on PC.
You wheel in like this this rolling PlayStation.
It's not a flat screen. It's the thick boom tube. Where it's like, hey.
Just like, excuse me, honey. There we go. All right, begin.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we should make that a series now. People that got arrested, passed away, all before GTA 6. R.I.P. But, yeah, so this guy, he kills his girlfriend, allegedly. Actually, no, he's sentenced to life in prison. Killed his girlfriend, turned himself in. He's like, hey, call the police. And when they get there, he just realizes his life's over. Not because he's not going to be able to see his girlfriend again, not because he lost his freedom, but because he's going to be in prison when GTA 6 comes out. And like, man, that's a sad thought. If for some reason I unalive someone, I don't think I'd turn myself in until I got to at least have 2 weeks of GTA 6.
2 weeks?
2 weeks at least, minimum. It took me a while to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm praying GTA 6 takes longer and it's more fulfilling than GTA 5 because I didn't love that one as much.
6 months commitment. That's probably what it's going to be minimum.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't take that much time off, but
hey, just like, walk in there and be like, you know why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm doing a soul search right now.
My work blocked off an entire month of work because of FIFA. So they need everyone there to work the FIFA, which is this year. And
I mean, this is just as big, if not bigger.
Because it's at AT&T Stadium. Did you know that? Yeah. So they said from June 14th to July 14th, no one's allowed to take any vacation. A whole month, the whole county, everyone that works that month at that county, which is thousands of employees, no one's allowed to take off.
I want to see the letters that go out for corporations because they've done it before.
Yeah.
When GTA 6 comes out, for them to be like, hey, we know this big thing's happening. No one take off this week or whatever. Because that's happened before.
They can suck my nuts because I am not. I don't care if I have to get a doctor's note. There was one year I called into work 26 times. I had a doctor's note for every single one of them because I told the teledoc I had bronchitis. And you know what he did? He put on his shirt and he said, "Give me 1 second." And he typed me up. It was $100 per note, but it was worth it. I think I spent.
Yeah, he was a gamer.
Yeah, at heart. This guy knew I had to have spent $2,600.
Was it for Cyberpunk?
No, I just didn't want to go to work. I hated that job.
I knew people who took off took off for that game.
Yeah, I had bronchitis 26 times.
Bronchitis 26 times.
Dude, Cyberpunk. I've
You
been
met Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, no, I went to work, but as soon as I got home, Arthur Morgan, you're all right, boy. No,
Nice.
Cyberpunk. I do this every time. I haven't pre-ordered a game in a very, very long time until Resident Evil 9 is on its way. So
I'm very close to pre-ordering.
Yeah.
it. I haven't
Well,
quite convinced myself yet.
You're gonna buy it though?
Yeah.
Like no matter what. What if the
100%.
reviews say it suck?
I have to.
Yeah. So just
I'm
pre-order
that
it.
much of a fan.
Just pre-order it then.
Yeah.
Like get the skins, get the gun. Because like if you are going to 100% buy it anyway, pre-order it. That's what I did. You get all the skins. Because I was like, but something like Cyberpunk, I did pre-order because I heard from everyone how big of a game it was going to be. You know what else I pre-ordered? No Man's Sky. Also a Jeff Cayley failed aborted child. Probably should cut that line out. Also a Jeff
you
Cayley.
censored
Jeff beep. Censored Jeff Cayley. No. Also a Jeff Cayley failure. Everything where I heard this is the game. By the time Starfield came out, I was like, you know what? I'm not falling for this one. I don't trust Todd. And then every time I hear a game like, you know, everyone says, Caleb, this game has everything. Like you get to unscrew your ship if you want. You get to take out the screws and rearrange it and screw it back together and fly to a planet that has a billion things to do. I'm like, you know what? I don't believe you. For good reason. All right. No Man's Sky, Cyberpunk, all these games. There's another game I pre-ordered that Force Awakens 2. Now that wasn't promised to be an RPG, but that was a game
what?
I'm sorry, Force Unleashed.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you for great. I got hyped
They're
up.
not making another one, are they?
I saw red. Force Unleashed.
Force Awakens.
They sound pretty similar too. Force Unleashed
true.
2. When I saw Starkiller,
that was the best $6 game I've ever bought.
yeah, for $6, that's a steal.
Oh yeah, it's like DLC.
It's great. It's a DLC. If it was DLC to the first game, but I don't know what happened. I heard through Facebook groups, Facebook forums that they put a lot of money into the action stuff, but they fired the writers, and so they're like, okay.
Also, it was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, exactly, because there's no story. So like, oh, we put a lot of money into Camino, the arena planet, and then back to Camino. Like literally.
Also, you capture Darth Vader later as something. I don't know.
I think he gets away or something. I don't know. He does it off screen.
You know what game? Okay, I'm hoping to hopefully be married with kids at this point. It's kind of ambitious of me, but this will be the game.
You're reaching for the stars.
If my wife's like, no more video games or whatever, and it's my last game I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah.
I'll be happy dying with KOTOR 3.
Oh yeah.
I really will be, because that will complete. That is my. Everyone says about everything. That is my childhood.
Yeah.
KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2.
Now, how do you feel about
and
this?
then third one just.
So, how far along do you think they are in KOTOR 3? Because they announced it with a cinematic trailer. They didn't just give us the title
Oh,
card.
I don't know. They need to take their time, because it's gonna be a while before I have this dream of mine. So.
Yeah. Please hurry. Can you delay it? I'm not married yet, but we're talking.
We're trying.
So yeah, if we move from talking to she'll go out with me,
Yeah.
then we're set. You can announce the release date.
I understand.
But I actually think they're further along on that than say Elder Scrolls 6, because you don't.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Really?
I think this is very early stages.
I still think it's further along than Elder Scrolls 6.
I mean, maybe the writing, but
Yeah.
I still think it's early stages.
But like to have a cinematic, like there was
I get it, but
yeah.
no one knew about it, and this is like a real. Jeff Keighley is like, oh, no one knew about this. No, this is a real no one knew about this, which means either it was people were held at gunpoint, or this recently started development, and no one had the chance to uncover it.
Sure.
I mean, people literally that was not on their bingo card at all, that KOTOR 3 would ever be made.
Yeah.
Because everyone's too focused on the KOTOR 1 remake.
That's never coming out.
Supposedly never happening, right? But apparently they said they're still developing it.
They say that once a year.
Exactly.
Why am I such an a-hole, man? Like I should be like, hey.
You're a bit of a pessimist.
Yeah. This whole episode I've been so negative. It's like, that's not happening.
Just imagine.
I hate Todd Howard.
Yeah, exactly. Just instead of being never going to happen, just hope. Because what a world it would be when all these games eventually come out.
You know what
Elder
my favorite?
Scrolls 7 included.
You know what my favorite line across the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is?
Oh, there's so many.
But can you guess, based on my attitude today, what my
on
favorite?
your left.
No. KOTOR 3. Oh my God.
I am inevitable.
No. The part where Hawkeye, who's now Ronin, he interrupts Black Widow and he says, Don't give me hope.
That's your favorite, huh?
It's
That's
really
depressing.
It's stuck with me because you sit here like, hey, they tell us once a year this game's being made, and I just stop right there, buddy. don't give me hope because it's like it's going to lead to disappointment. Now, in that instance, it worked out. They grabbed all the Infinity Stones. If I could get all the Infinity Stones and put GTA 6 to come out tomorrow, I would.
Okay, what? Let's do that then. Say a canceled game. What would like a canceled game or a game that you presume to be canceled? You can only have one of them. That you can have it out today, and even if it was canceled, you just have it remade or out right now, and it'd be amazing.
Is it a game a game that's already been canceled, or
Either a
just
game
speculate?
that's been canceled or like in your head it has already been canceled?
Okay,
like, not happening.
I guess it'd be the KOTOR remake. I didn't play the original Prince of Persia, so okay, I'd go with KOTOR remake. Well, I was gonna say Resident Evil 1 remake, which is supposedly being developed. Yeah. So I'd like that. That's up there. But I guess all-time favorite, I'm gonna go with KOTOR remake. I think that's the only thing that in my head's canceled. Mass Effect 4 or whatever you want to call it, Mass Effect 5. But
I was thinking,
I don't think that's coming out.
I mean, 1313.
Oh yeah,
still hits pretty.
That was a
hard.
Boba Fett game.
Yeah, the Boba Fett
supposedly.
Game. Did you ever hear of Dark Squadron?
Yeah, I heard of it.
The canceled game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how it was like Rogue Squadron, but you could play as TIE fighters and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that'd be awesome. Yeah, nothing. Mm-hmm.
Battlefront 3, the original.
R.I.P. LucasArts, man.
I think Battlefront 3 was mine.
Oh
honestly.
yeah.
Battlefront 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah. Okay. So KOTOR remake. Maybe it'll come out.
Yeah.
So let me push that forward. It's coming, baby. Yeah. No, Battlefront 3. Oh, because in that one, in the demo we saw,
the meanest. That's the cruelest joke of them all. Is that all we ever heard was it was 99% complete, and we always saw these concept trailers or whatever, or like the test footage, and it's like
there was in the test footage. If you remember, you're on the ground shooting. You hop in a ship and you join a space battle.
Way before No Man's Sky did that. Like decades before anyone else has ever done that. I've never seen that before at that point, right?
Another game.
Seamlessly.
Another game. Yeah, because even Starfield doesn't have that seamless of a transition.
Like, everything's loading screens, right?
Yeah.
I can't, like, it's actually really hard for me to think of a game right now that can do that
seamlessly. Yeah.
With like 100-player battles or whatever.
Yeah, no, because like even Mass Effect 1, they hid the loading screens in the elevator. We're like, in other news,
and games have like trick. Because again, that's not just like behind closed doors, it's like a visual trick. No, it's an ongoing battle in real time that you can go up, down, wherever. Like, I
really thought we'd get that with DICE's Battlefront.
That's what they kind of like. We're like, oh my god, it's just like that DICE's Battlefield 2142 or whatever it's called. But yeah. No, we didn't get that. So
we did not.
I would want that. And it has a really cool idea for a story.
Yeah.
A clone trooper who's also like a Jedi, like two brothers. Like, it's just really cool.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to. I feel like a lot of the games that are on my wish list that got canceled were like canceled LucasArts games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, Battlefront 3, I had another thought. What was another one? For some reason, the new Silent Hill. The episode's almost over.
Yeah.
If you got time, we can talk about more Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
PT is another one, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Silent Hill, PT Silent Hill with Norman Reedus. I was thinking about that the other day because I finished Walking Dead, and I was like, I really do like Norman Reedus. Obviously, he's such a good, and Kojima loves him too because he tried to feature him in 3 games. But yeah, I was thinking about how PT was like a demo, and it was supposed, and then. It's Konami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Konami was like, hey, we're switching to mobile-only games. And they're like,
yeah. What the fuck? They just want to take his name off everything.
Yeah. That and I think at one point they were like, we're doing mobile-only games.
Well, they did that.
And then they stopped.
They took the Silent Hill. Now they're finally, after what, 10 years, they're like, oh, we can actually make these games now.
Yeah.
They made Silent Hill a pachinko game. That was their big thing. Nothing else. And then they turned Metal Gear into this is before live service, into a survival game.
Yeah.
That was when survival games were really big. That's so sad.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this one. If you got time for another, or if not, we'll wait till next week. But I got some Silent Hill 2 remake news. I got some, I finally played the Resident Evil 7 DLC.
The 7 DLC? Which one?
All of them.
Oh.
And I loved every second of Joe Baker. It was so good.
That's a really good one.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, we're out of time for this week, guys. Thanks for hopping on. Don't forget to visit Grim and Garden. Get your espresso bags, your light roast, or your medium roast, or the house blend. Don't forget, 10% of every bag you buy goes towards helping leper colonies in India. Hope to see y'all at a farmer's market near you soon.
What's your slogan? Do you have a slogan?
For those who bloom, brew, and find light in the dark. It's actually a very scary-looking skull, but there's a lot of art and stuff behind it talking about the inside and, light, shining light in dark places.
I love seeing, I've always known this about Maddie, but I love seeing artists who do actual art for something.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, I paint on the side and it never goes anywhere.
There's a ton of thoughts behind everything she does.
Yeah.
I can read you one of
really
her.
Cool.
I can read you one of her poems where she wrote it and painted something while she was angry. And she got a lot of people like, oh, this is so inspiring. I want this tattooed on my rear end, And I was like, sweet.
That was a weird request.
Yeah. All right. I'll write you some more stuff. All right, guys. We love y'all. Thanks for joining us this week. We will see y'all next time.
Hey.